So for the final revision of class 10th science, I have received two sealed question papers of science, sample papers of science, set 1 and set 2. So set 1 science and set 2. Along with that, the writing booklet, exactly the same kind that we get in the examination hall. So this booklet is for exam rehearsal, like for that purpose I'm preparing this video also. So first let's see what the question papers are about, and then we will see how to fill the OMR sheet those on. Let's begin with set 1. So it's a sealed one, so my recommendation that when you open the seal, see that the papers are not sticking to each other. So track the questions with page number. So you have here page number. So page number 1, here 2, 3. So sometimes due to the glue of this, the pages get stuck up and you never know that some questions got hidden there. 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. So in 8 papers, 8 pages, this question paper. Let's see first the instructions. So here your roll number, your admit card roll number, you're supposed to write here. And then some instructions in Hindi as well as in English, science paper, time allowed 3 hours, and total marks, maximum marks 80 marks allotted for this. Okay, I'm just bringing the camera a little bit down so that things are clearly visible. So what are the instructions first? Instruction is please check this question paper contains 8 printed pages. This is very important in the first 15 minutes or 30 minutes of reading time when it is given. No, so check the instructions that is given here. Please check that this question paper contains 39 questions. Maths paper has 38 questions. Science paper has 39 questions. Question paper code given on right hand. So this is that question paper code 86/1/1. This is the question paper code. Should be written on the title page of the answer book. So in the answer book, I'll show you where it is written. Then please write down the serial number of the question in the answer book before attempting it. 15 minutes time has been allotted to read this question paper, and this question paper will be distributed at 10:15 a.m. From 10:15 a.m. to 10:30. The students will read the question paper only and will not write any answer on the answer book during this period. So in that time, take a complete read of the question paper. Do not hurry up in answering everything. Right now, let's begin. So first, instruction. Reading instruction is always a good habit. And when you practice more, then the reading speed also increases. It's not that you'll be slowly reading. It's not like that. So let's see what is written. General instructions. Read instructions very carefully and strictly follow them. All questions would be compulsory. However, internal choice of approximately 33% would be provided. 50% marks are allotted to competency-based questions. Case study, assertion, reason, those. Section A would have 16 simple to complex multiple choice questions. 4 assertion, reason type questions carry 1 mark each. Section B would have 6 short answers, essay, short answer type, carrying 2 marks each. Section C, 7 short answer questions carrying 3 marks each. Section D would have 3 long answer type carrying 5 marks each. Section E would have 3 source based or case based or passage based or integrated unit of assessment, 4 marks each, with subparts of the values of 1 mark, 2 mark or 3 mark questions. Let's see the questions now. I'll try to answer chemistry and physics part. Biology part, please handle yourself. Section A, question number 1 to 16 are multiple choice questions. Only one of the choices is correct. Select and write the correct choice as well as answer in these questions. The reaction: 2Fe plus 3Cl2 FeCl 3 is an example of, you can make out, figure out that it's a combination reaction. So though you have figured out, so with pencil, you can just, while reading the question, no MCQ, you can just put mark on the question paper, but though it is not allowed again. So writing anything on the question paper is not permitted. It will be taken very strictly, very seriously. So you can put a light mark here with pencil just for your personal reference and later on erase it. So right now it is combination reaction. In case you think that any other option, you can choose it. But generally what happens is, most likely answer you have to choose removing the odd man out. That is the best way of answering any MCQ. What is the formula of lime water? So calcium hydroxide, according to me. Just check if any other option you are thinking. Which of the following is a property of bases? Bases are sour in taste. Bases are sour in taste. Turn red litmus blue. Which of the following is a property? So one only you have to check. Bases are sour in taste, turn red litmus blue, react with carbonates to release carbon dioxide, turn blue litmus red. Blue litmus red is the wrong option, first of all. And bases reaction with carbonates like sodium hydroxide and sodium carbonate releases carbon dioxide. I think most best property of base is it turns red litmus blue. This is more apt answer. When an acid reacts with metal, which of the following is produced? Acid reacts with metal, hydrogen gas is released, no? So first option, salt and hydrogen gas is released, but you can see the other option also. First option is most appropriate according to me. The property of which metal? The property of the metal by which they can be beaten into sheets is known as malleability. Ductility is drawn into wires. Conductivity is heat conductivity or electricity conductivity, that one. Sonority is sound producing. So answer should be malleability, option B. Now let's see this side. Which one of the following compounds is unsaturated hydrocarbon? Unsaturated means double bonds or triple bonds. Ethane. Acha, things that end with A and E are saturated. ENE or YNE are unsaturated. So you see ANE. Option A, C, D rule out, and then you have answer ethene. Ethene is unsaturated. Which part of human digestive system secretes hydrochloric acid? It's stomach, you know this. Which blood vessels carry deoxygenated blood from body to the heart? Okay, deoxygenated pulmonary vein, but you can still check biology. My biology is not that good. Which of the following organisms reproduce by binary fission? Just look into this. Which of the option? Yeast, amoeba, planaria and Spirogyra, binary fission. Is it planaria? Just check. I'm not sure. My biology is not good, but I'm just figuring out that it may be planaria. Remember, it just halves vertically and gets okay. Which part, or yeast maybe? Which part of the in which part of female reproductive system does fertilization occur in humans? Fertilization occurs in uterus. Check it, or fallopian tube, just check it. I don't know. Which of the following organisms reproduce by multiple fission? Paramecium, Plasmodium, Hydra, yeast. Look into biology part as I requested you. Which part of the brain controls involuntary actions such as heart rate, breathing, blood pressure? Is it cerebellum or cerebrum, medulla oblongata or hypothalamus? Here it is. I am capable of answering chemistry and physics. My best is physics actually. A ray of light passing through center of curvature of concave mirror. So if a ray of light is passing through center of curvature of concave mirror, it's a mirror. So it follows the same path back. So it retraces its path. Retraces. Option B. Retraces means it will follow the same path back. The reason is there, of course. If you wish, I can say. that a ray of light through center of curvature is kind of a radius of the sphere of which the spherical mirror is a part, and then you know that radius and tangent, radius and a section of the mirror are perpendicular. Radius and tangent at point of contact perpendicular. So a ray of light along the radius is instant normal. Normal means what? It will follow the same path back. In that way, 13th question answer is retraces. Which of the following is correct formula to calculate electric power? Electric power formulas are VI, V square by R and I square R. So IR, no. This one, option B. I square R. Electrical energy is I square RT. Power is energy by time. So time cancels and you have option B. 10% law for energy transfer in food chain is given by. Look into this. I'm not sure of this. Let's go to the next set of questions. Question number 16. Ozone is the upper atmosphere. Ozone in the upper atmosphere protects life on Earth by absorbing harmful UV radiation, reflecting sunlight, trapping heat, providing oxygen. I think the first option. It filters out UV rays. Now moving on to the next section set. Question number 17 to 20 consist of two statements, assertion and reason. Answer these questions by selecting appropriate option. So we are given here some option. Option A is assertion, reason, both are true and reason is correct explanation. Here both are true but reason is not the correct explanation. Assertion is true, reason is false. Assertion false, reason is true. So accordingly we have to choose. Let's see 4 questions. I'll try my best to answer them correctly. Assertion is sodium hydroxide is base and turns red litmus blue. Yes. Sodium hydroxide dissociates into sodium ions and hydroxide ions in water. Yeah, in water sodium hydroxide ionizes into sodium ions and hydroxide ions are responsible for the basicity test. So I think assertion is true, reason is true, and reason may not be a correct explanation of assertion in my opinion for this. 18th question in Mendel's experiment. A tall trait is considered a dominant over dwarf trait. Yeah, I know that this assertion statement is true. Reason in a cross between tall and dwarf pea plant, all offsprings of F1 generation were tall. I'm not sure of this answer. 19th question, physics, I will definitely answer. Assertion, magnetic lines of forces never intersect each other. That's very much right because they are closed parallel curves. Reason, if two magnetic lines of forces intersect, then the compass needle would point in two different directions at the point of intersection, which is not possible. This is the 1000% the right reason, and this itself is a 1-mark question that why no two magnetic lines of forces ever intersect. The reason is they do not intersect, because if they have to intersect, then at the point of intersection, like we draw the magnetic lines of forces by tracing the arrowhead of the compass needle, then at the point of intersection the compass needle will show two different directions, which is not possible. No, on Earth compass needle will show only one direction, and in case or in presence of a bar magnet, it will be directed from north pole to south pole, only one direction. So here assertion is true, reason is true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. So option A is the answer. 20th question, energy flow in food chain is unidirectional. Yes, energy is lost as heat at every tropic level in form of respiration. I'm not sure of that respiration or that 10% law. Just check the answer with your biology teacher, please. 21st question, we have entered section B. 21st question, what is the functional group in alcohol? Hydroxyl, OH. What is the general formula of alcohol? So CnH2n plus 2 is alkane. In this case, it should be CnH2n plus 1 OH. What is the role of stomata in photosynthesis? Okay, done. That's a biology question. Please handle it. Attempt either option A or B. So you have 23rd question. You are given 2. You have to answer any one of them. In evolutionary terms, which among bacteria, spider, fish, chimpanzees have a body design? Oh, why and why not? Okay, please handle it. Can the wing of butterfly and wing of bat considered homologous organs? Please look into this biology question. 24th question. Yeah, physics, I am there to answer. Draw a schematic diagram of circuit consisting of 3 volt, 5 ohm, 3 ohm, 1 ohm resistor, an ammeter, a pluggy, all of them in series. So happily you can show the battery with a long and short lines, and the longer one you can connect to a 5 ohm resistor, then a 3 ohm resistor, then a 1 ohm resistor, then put an ammeter, a circle with A in the center in series, and then put a plug key. Identify the difference between plug key and tapping key. Plug key will be like this, a bracket, and put a dot in it, that the circuit is closed like that, and all connected in series. So it's a good thing that an easy question comes in this zone. 25th question. Let's move to 25th question. Attempt either option A or option B. So you have given option A 2 bits, option B 2 bits. Since the biology, I'll answer all of them. If ciliary muscles of normal eye, if ciliary muscle of normal eye are there, in most relaxed state, ciliary muscles means eye lens is plane and the person is able to, or the normal human eye is able to focus on a distant object. And if it is contracted, that means eye lens is going to be more curved and the normal eye is trying to see object which is placed very close to the eye. So at 25 centimeters, second option, and first option, the normal eye is trying to see object at infinite. Mention in brief how focal length and power of eye lens will change in both cases. So as I told you, focal length in most relaxed case becomes infinite, and in the second case, focal length in the second case, most contracted case, becomes very less, and power and focal length are inversely related. So in the first case, when focal length is more infinite, power is going to be less. And power in diopters is 1 by focal length in meter. And in contracted state, focal length is very less. Power in diopter is 1 by focal length in meter. So focal length is less means power is more. In second case, power is more. Reason, I told you the relation between power and this, and you can explain this with a diagram. You can just draw the picture where when the eye lens is plane, the object is able to see long distant object, and when the eye lens is curved, the person is able to focus the short distance object. Focus means what? You can put the object dot near the eye, and the light rays after passing through the lens, they sharply intersect on the retina, like that you can show. Option, the choice question, I'm reading out this one. Draw a ray diagram to show refraction of light through glass prism and mark on it angle of incidence, angle of deviation. This is going to be very easy, like tracing the path of a ray of light. So you can just draw the outline of a glass prism, label it as ABCD, and inform that AB is the incident surface and CD is the emergent surface. To the left of AB, draw normal, and to its left at an angle of 30 to 60 degree, you can create an incident ray. And this ray undergoes a refraction, and the second point of incidence, you can draw another normal. and the emergent ray exits. So this is angle of incidence, this is first angle of refraction, this is a second angle of refraction, and this is the angle of emergence. So this much you can do, and then you can put the scale on the incident ray and just produce it forward. After producing it forward, draw perpendicular between these two lines, and this is the lateral displacement. This lateral displacement depends upon thickness of the glass slab, depends upon angle of incidence, depends upon refractive index of glass slab. So you can explain a lot on this. So you can do this. So, they're asking angle of deviation for a prism. Oh, I misunderstood. I have drawn glass slab. Okay, fine. Anyway, in that way, that's a good revision for the slab. Let's see for glass prism. Glass prism, draw the outline, and ABC. AB is the incident surface and AC is the emergent surface. You can draw the incident ray like this, and at the point of incidence you can draw normal. Normal means a line that is perpendicular to the surface. This is angle of incidence. Remember, angle of incidence should be between 30 degrees to 60 degrees. And then if you perform the experiment, then there are so many points I can say, but right now up to this is enough. This is the emergent ray or the first refraction ray, and then this is the second point of incidence. Here you can draw one more, normal, and then this is the emergent ray. And then when we produce the incident ray forward and emergent ray backward, where they intersect now, that you label as a delta, that is called angle of deviation. So you have angle of incidence, angle of deviation, you have two angles of refraction, R1 and R2, and this is called the angle of the prism. You can do this, and there are so many other factors. If they ask us in the question, definitely we can answer, but right now this much only they have asked. So draw the ray diagram which shows a refraction of light through glass prism. That's what I have drawn, and mark on it incident, angle of incidence and angle of deviation. That is successfully done there. Moving ahead to now 26th question is there. There's a biology question and I requested you to please handle it. In the following food chain, 100 joule of energy is available to lion. How much energy is available to the producer? Plant to deer to lion. Okay, so you can just do it 10% law, you understand, no? You can do that. Section C, coming to section C, 27th to 33rd are short answer questions. Let's begin. 27th question, a reddish brown vessel a reddish brown vessel developed a green color solid. Okay. When left in open in the air for a long time, and when reacted with dilute sulfuric acid, it forms a blue colored solution after along with brisk effervescence due to colorless and odorless gas Z. X decomposes to form black colored oxide Y and of a reddish brown metal along with the gas Z. Identify X, Y, Z. So the complete story talks about copper metal that you could have identified by this time. Reddish brown vessel, copper vessel, developed green color solid X. This is the copper oxidized layer, oxidized copper. I think it's called copper sulfate, copper hydroxide. That just please check it. When left in open air for a long time and when it reacts with sulfuric acid, okay, you can do copper oxide plus sulfuric acid gives, you can create that displacement reaction. Metal with acid releases hydrogen gas and salt is formed. So that is it. Effervescence, odorless gas Z, hydrogen gas is released. X decomposes to form black colored oxide. Copper plus oxygen gives copper oxide. Copper oxide is black colored. So Y is copper oxide of a reddish brown metal along with gas Z. Gas Z is hydrogen gas. So X is what? X, I think it is copper oxide, but copper oxide is not green color. Anyway, look into this. And okay, 28th question. Elements forming ionic compounds attain a noble gas configuration by either gaining or losing electrons from their valence shell. Oh, okay, what they want us to do? Elements forming ionic compounds attain noble gas electronic configuration by either gaining or losing electrons from their valence shell. Okay. Oh, this is a statement actually, sorry. Explain giving reason why carbon cannot attain such configuration in this manner to form its compounds. Okay, carbon is versatile. You can explain that. Name the type of bond formed in ionic compound. That carbon has a 4 valence electron, so it has a difficulty in giving and taking. Okay. So, but I guess this part of the chemistry, please refer the chemistry notes and do it. Though I can do it right now, but my chemistry is good, but so-so. Okay, but my physics is very good. Name the type of bond formed in ionic compounds. Covalent bond. I'm sorry, ionic bond, sorry. And in compounds formed by carbon. Carbon forms covalent bonds. Ionic bonds are formed by ionic compounds like sodium chloride ionic compound, carbon compounds. So all carbon compounds are covalent bonds. So electrostatic forces will be the binding forces. Also explain with reason why carbon is generally poor conductor of electricity. Okay. Bonds are strong, that's the reason. Okay, let's see, but still the better answer can be given to this. The choice question is why most carbon compounds are poor conductor of electricity. You know, graphite, diamond, they are poor conductors of electricity. Bonds are strong probably. Whenever something is a poor conductor, its meaning is the bonds are strong. They are not easy in releasing free electrons to conduct electricity. Write the name and structure of saturated compound in which carbon atoms are arranged in a ring. Write the name and structure of saturated compounds in which carbon atoms are arranged in a ring. Aromatic compounds. Give the number of single bonds present in that compound. Okay. Yeah, please look into this. Okay. 29th question. Mention 3 major regions of the brain. Write one function of each. Okay, please do. Very popular question here. Let's come to the physics question. I told you I'm going to answer this. Define electric resistance of a conductor. Electric resistance is the property of a conductor which resists the free flow of electric charges through the conductor. And every conductor has got its own specific resistance. But general resistance depends upon length, thickness, material, temperature, all of them. So that is it. So definition I have done. Mathematically you can do mathematically V is equal to IR. No? So R is equal to V by I. The resistance is measured in terms of ohms, like that. Here we are given a numerical. This is worth solving. A wire of length L, resistance R is stretched so that the length is doubled and area of cross section is halved. How will its, I'm going to answer this actually. How will its resistance change and resistivity change? So here itself I want to tell that resistivity is a constant factor. So resistivity is not going to change if length area or any other dimensions are changed. Resistivity is a specific for a particular metal or particular substance. So we will answer how resistance changes. Okay, so let's begin. I'm taking a very small sticky note. Actually this much is enough for me to answer this. This question I have handled this way number of times. Wire of length L, resistance R. Okay, so let's have the first condition. We know that R is equal to rho L by A. R is equal to rho L by A. So wire of length L, resistance R. Okay, so this condition 1. Now let's apply the condition. So that length is doubled. Length is doubled means let this be first R1, L1, A1. You can't have rho 1. It's the same material, no? Now let's do R2. R2 is what? Rho L2 by A2. Now L2 is what? Length is doubled. So L2 is twice L1. and area of cross section halved. So A2 you can take it as A1 upon 2, though this area is different. This area is area of cross section, that circle, those all, but this will still work if you do like this. So R2 is rho twice L1, and this 2 goes to the numerator by A1. So 4 rho L1 by A1, this is 2. Now, how will the resistance change? Very simple. We have to compare, no? So, do equation 2 divided by equation 1. Left hand sides you divide and right hand sides you divide. R2 by R1 you do. So, R2 expression first, 4 rho L1 by A1 divided by this. Means it's a reciprocal. That is A1 by rho L1. Just cancel this and you get 4 is to 1. If in the question they have given us what is resistance, then we will input. They have not informed us. So now you have to just do cross multiplication and you find that new resistance is a 4 times old resistance. If length is halved and if length is doubled and area is halved, new resistance becomes 4 times the old resistance. That is the answer to this question. And we are coming close to the section D part of the question paper. Let's see. This one, magnification produced by spherical mirror is -3. List all information you obtain from this statement regarding mirror or the image. See, first they want to explain us what is the meaning of magnification produced by spherical mirror is -3. This sentence they want us to explain. Negative indicates that image formed is a real and inverted. Magnification 3 indicates that image is a 3 times as large as object. Like if object is 1 centimeter, image is 3 centimeter, and that is enough. All explained. And negative magnification indicates that the type of mirror is concave. Correct. Concave mirror will have image in front. Okay. So what type of mirror? It is concave mirror. That's it. 3 points. 32nd question. Define the term current rating of electric fuse. Current rating of electric fuse. Current rating of electric fuse means we have 5 ampere sockets and we have 15 ampere sockets. So current rate, that is their current rating. Through 5 ampere socket, if more than permissible amount of current, or 15 ampere socket, more than permissible amount of current is allowed to pass through, then that electric fuse, which is made up of an alloy of lead and copper or tin and copper, will heat up, melt and break the circuit. So that is the meaning of current rating. Second one, name the material used to make electric fuse. Material used for making electric fuse are alloys actually. Alloys made up of copper and a tin, or lead and tin, so that the resistivity is more, and whenever more than permissible amount of current passes through them, they heat up, they melt and break the circuit, and thereby protect the electric system or house wiring system. Third one, name 2 safety measures commonly used in electric circuits or appliances. 2 safety measures. First safety measure is electric fuse itself, which is always connected in series across the live wire. And next safety measure is the earthing. Whenever there is a leakage of electric charges to the body of metallic devices, then the earth wire collects all the leaked electric charges and dumps them to the earth, making the potential of the electrical appliance same as that of earth, that is 0 volt, and protects the user from getting severe shock. Mild shock is of course. Okay. 33rd question. How are involuntary action and reflex action different from each other? Please handle biology question. Section D we have landed on. Attempt either option A or option B. So this precise, you have to read the question paper in the exam, not that answer all the questions and wail out your time. Okay, if time permits, then you can attempt other questions, but still it's not necessary to answer more questions. More questions will not give you more marks. That's also a point to be noted. Give reasons. Platinum, gold, silver are used to make jewelries. It's because they are least reactive metals. So they don't very easily react with air, water. They shine. They are, they are lustrous metals. So that is it. Sodium, potassium, lithium are stored under oil because these are highly reactive metals. A little bit of moisture, a little bit of air exposure will make them burn. So these three are stored in kerosene to cut off the air and water supply. Aluminium is highly reactive metal, yet it is used in the used to make utensils for cooking. That's a very good thing actually. It is highly reactive metal and forms a layer of aluminium oxide. Anodizing is the technique where a thick coating of oxide layer of aluminium is formed. Once aluminium metal gets its own oxide layer, it itself further inhibits from further being reacted with other substances. So that is why it is used in cooking vessels, that its own oxide layer protects aluminium from getting reacted with other substances. One. Number two, it is a good conductor of heat. So most suitable for cooking utensils, making of cooking utensils. Carbonate and sulfide ores are usually converted into oxides during process of extraction. Yes, carbonates, calcination, and sulfide ores roasting, they are converted to oxides. Yes. Tarnished copper vessels are being cleaned with lemon and tamarind juice. Explain why these sour substances are effective in cleaning vessels. Like copper metal reacts with the mild acids, releases salt and gas, that is hydrogen gas, and in that way the tarnish or the rust, not rust actually, the oxide layer is lost in that way. The choice question is there here. The choice question. In electrolytic refining of metal M, electrolytic refining of metal M, what should be taken as anode and cathode and electrolyte? Anode is always that impure metal, like sodium metal is extracted from mines. So sodium, impure sodium metal itself is the anode, and cathode is a very thin strip of sodium metal, pure sodium metal. Electrolyte is a salt solution of sodium. So when the circuit is closed, the pure sodium metal from anode through the electrolyte will reach the cathode and get deposited over cathode, and at the end of the electrolytic reduction, near anode at the bottom of the electrolytic refining container, anode mud is collected. So that is it. You can draw this picture and you can write at electrolyte what happens, in the at cathode at what happens, at anode what happens. The textbook writes these three equations very well. Name two metals which will displace hydrogen from dilute acid, and two metals which will not. The two metals are magnesium and zinc, I suppose. And which metals will displace hydrogen from acid? Almost all metals. Let's check it. Then you are given a biology question where you have to label the parts A, B, C, D, E. Okay, fine. Let's move ahead. Okay, so this is also a biology part. Then that is it. Okay, let's move ahead. Attempt either option A or B. That's a physics question back. If image formed by mirror for all positions of object placed in front of it is always a diminished, erect, virtual. State the type of mirror. It is convex mirror. And draw the ray diagram to justify your answer. You can draw the ray diagram for convex mirror used for a rear view. That ray diagram, when object is at infinite and object is not at infinite, you have only two ray diagrams where image is formed at or on F, and image is formed between F and P. Write one use for which such mirrors are employed. A rear view, or they are used in shops to have a wider field of view of the shops. Instead of CCTV, you can have it. And explain why. Because they have wider field of view and they always form erect image of the object, though small in size. That's why on such mirrors it is written that objects seen in the mirror are actually closer than they really appear. Second one, define radius of curvature of spherical mirrors. Radius of curvature is the distance between center of curvature and the mirror, or it is the radius of the hollow sphere of which the spherical mirrors are a part. The concave and convex mirrors are a part. Find nature and focal length of spherical mirror whose radius of curvature is plus 24. Plus indicates convex mirror, and because it's mirror, no, convex, plus is convex. Focal length is half of radius of curvature, so 12 centimeter is focal length. We have a choice question here. A student wants to project the image of candle on the wall of school laboratory by using a mirror. Which type of mirror he should use and why? He want to project image of, okay, which type of mirror he can use? He can use a concave mirror, because concave mirror only can form image of an object on the screen. Convex mirror do not forms image of an object on the screen. In case of convex mirror, image forms inside the mirror. You cannot catch virtual images formed by mirrors on the screen in case of convex. Which type of mirror? Convex mirror. Why? I told you. Image can be caught on screen, and at what distance in terms of focal length of the mirror should he place the candle to get magnified image on the wall? Magnified image is possible when object is placed at principal focus of concave mirror. Then from actually between F and P, if you go, image is formed inside the mirror. You cannot catch it on the screen. Up to F, from between C and F up to principal focus, if the object is placed, then you can catch it on the wall. Draw ray diagram to show the formation of image in this case. Draw ray diagram. You can show object at F, image forms at infinite. Can he use this mirror to project a diminished image of candle flame on the same wall? Diminished image. It is possible when object is at a longer distance. Beyond C, you can form diminished image, because up to at C, image is same size. So can he use this mirror to project a diminished image of candle flame on the same wall? Yes. State how, if yes. How means if object is at a greater distance, then its image is diminished and can be caught on screen, and the wall is the screen then. Now we have come to the last section, section E, question number 37 to 39. They are case-based question. Metals, as we know, are very useful in all fields, industry in particular. Non-metals are no less in any way. Oxygen present in air is essential for breathing as well as combustion. Non-metals form many compounds that are extremely useful, like ammonia, nitric, sulfuric. Non-metals are found in nature in all three states. Okay, what do they want to say through this question? Let's see. States of matter. Only solid non-metals are expected to be hard. Only solid non-metals, yes, are hard. However, they have low density and they are brittle. Brittle means something that you hammer it and they break into powder. Iodine is brittle. They usually have low melting points and boiling points and poor conductor of electricity. Graphite is also so. Name a non-metal which is lustrous. Iodine. Which metal is known as the king of chemicals? Is it sodium hydroxide? Just check it. Because sodium hydroxide is used for many things. There is one complete section in the textbook where uses of sodium hydroxide, and that is the king of chemicals probably. Let's see. Choice question: which non-metal is a liquid? Which non-metal is a liquid? Bromine water. Bromine water. Which element is used in welding torches? Solder. No. Just check this one, please. We have come to 38th question. Preeti is very fond of gardening and okay, it's a biology question. Please handle it. Now we have come to the last question, which is a physics question. I prefer to answer this. Light of all colors travel at same speed in vacuum for all wavelengths. Yes. Light of all colors travel at same speed in vacuum for all wavelengths. That means in a particular medium, speed of light is same. All the components have the same speed. But in any transparent medium like glass or water, light of different colors travel at different speeds. That's why they take a bend. You must have noticed that. Which means that refractive index of a particular medium is different for different wavelengths. Refractive index is different for different colors of light in a particular medium. As there is a difference in their speeds, light of different colors bend. Okay, speed of violet light is maximum, so it bends most. Red light is minimum, bends least. Okay, has higher wavelength, hence higher wavelength of color light, smaller refractive index and lesser bending. They are talking about red light here. Which color has maximum frequency? Violet light has maximum frequency and lowest wavelength. Visible light has a wavelength of 400 nanometers to 700 nanometers. Wavelength of violet light is 400 nanometers, which is lowest, but its frequency is highest. All colors of white move with same speed, yes or no? All colors of white light move in same speed in one particular medium. But when they are in different mediums, in vacuum, you see, they're same in vacuum. But in medium, like in glass and water, that's not true. So answer is no, if it is not vacuum. Write the correct order of wavelength for red, green, yellow, violet. So Vibgyor, violet, Vibgyor, violet to red. In that way, you can just draw the picture of a prism and violet, Vibgyor, like that, bottom to top you can write. Write the correct order of speed of red light, green light and violet light. Speed. Red has the lowest speed, then Vibgyor, GY. So red, then yellow, then green, then violet. Their speeds are less. Like red is less, then yellow, then green, then violet. So that's the question paper. I have answered only one sample paper. Set to 1, set 2 is due.